Okay, so we're back to streaming on the PS4. I'm not going to be streaming this game for too long. And we're not going to be seeing this game for quite some time. Although, keep in mind, by the time I'm done with this game, well, as of now, I'm kind of running 5 different games. It doesn't feel overwhelming though, because they're deeply contextual experiences. But yeah, this is something I don't think I've ever done in this channel, which is
I have spent my life searching for the
streaming a game a second time over.
And my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors?
Well, I did it with Kingdom Hearts, but it was like a speed run.
That litter our planet. How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
I would have thought that was like an explosive. Good thing he was there to cut off your momentum.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
They was, I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And
The dialogue here is so relevant.
If I wanted to.
What?
There's
Yapping,
only one person who has
tarnation.
studied dark eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
After 8 minutes of that BS, we're now playing the game. But it has been a minute since I've hit the sticks and played Jak and Daxter. Last time I played this game was in early 2022, which is 2.5 years ago, but a lot has happened since then.
In exchange.
So new to this version of the game, we don't need to collect all of these to get the platinum. It's arguable that it's easier to plat the game now than before.
Precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
With that being said, you do get a lot of like platforming related trophies that have nothing to do with collecting in this version. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to replay this game, in addition to the new style of emulation. Do I see like a... No, that's just the corner of my eye playing tricks on me. So it's an autosave feature.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first. That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
So it's kinetic energy and electric energy at the same time.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
So if you've ever played any of the Mario games,
Wow, that last scout fly had a power cell.
like
I'll bet if you collect all 7
specifically
in each area,
64
you
and
can find even more power cells.
Odyssey, Sunshine, there are trophies that are kind of like that, or like items that you collect for collecting a bunch of other stuff.
Pick up increases the time you can use its power.
So I got a little bit of camera drift, but it's not that
Precursor
bad.
door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
For now, I'm just trying to get used to the feel of this
That's
game.
a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Good work! The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
So this game has a very awkward double jump, but it is still a very fun movement game.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
When I was a youngin', I used to like farming these,
You can
which
jump once.
already lets you know I have the mind of an RPG gamer.
Higher ledges.
I could have been a little bit more patient with that. So I could collect the remaining precursor orbs. In fact, that might be a smart thing for me to do. But I don't really get like a platinum for collecting every precursor orb out there. So maybe I shouldn't be so anal retentive. But you'd still get some precursor orbs for like handing... you get some power cells for handing in precursor orbs. So it's nice to have a lot of them on hand. But I've kind of like spoken about how much I like the setting of this game. The last time I ran through it, Mind you, I've only watched like a long play one time of, you know, the first, no, Jak 2. I mean, I saw a little bit of a long play for Jak 3, but not past the first hour. And I always thought like Jak 2 was kind of a good wrap-up point for the series, but just from what I've heard about Jak 3 from descriptions of the game, there are aspects of the story that pull me in.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Big Green makes me think of the Malaysian dub of Dragon Ball.
Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
He acts like me when I want the kitchen to myself. Although these guys are a bit more understanding since I have a controller in my hand. Telling someone to fuck off because I want to eat the food I prepared or cook the food I have on me in peace. Forget it.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Oh,
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
there's something very raw about how that line is recorded, where you get to hear her exhale. I mean, that was a mouthful, as she just said, so I don't think it's weird that she had to breathe in between the lines, but the fact that it was recorded in is kind of... It reminds me a lot of like anime voice acting. The other thing with the main villains that we saw is that they had silver hair. So the whole silver haired badass thing is not exclusive to the East. Western developers like that as well.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
I could definitely imagine like a GBA version of this game, even though it is a Sony exclusive.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a parcel if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Let's go revisit your traumatic experience. Now, I gotta keep my ears peeled for...
What a weird looking thing! I bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
You gotta bring in the cops for the drill.
Now, in Mario 64, it's collecting 100 coins and collecting 8 red coins that kind of gets you a star in every world. Aside from like the hidden clandestine worlds. Okay. So you don't really got the hops like that.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there. This must be a precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Be very careful about the sharks when you get to water like this. Not exactly welcoming.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
I used to camp around and beat the shit out of them if they ever tried to, like, if they ever bit me. Just because I felt incredibly vengeful.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Okay. Don't do an about face.
You gotta bring in the cops for the drill.
Back of the line, there you go. So you don't gotta be so forceful. In fact, sometimes it helps to not be forceful at all, so you don't like make an about face and overreact. Send them all the way to back, just in case they try to move out again. Okay, in this case, yeah, get your ass. It's so weird that I got right stick drift as I was playing Persona 4. What else was I playing around then? Castlevania. So not these like camera intensive games.
Hey, my yak cows are still on the loose. Could you bring them back for me already?
So there's another one. Oh, this one. Out of sight, but not quite out of mind. See how easy it is to corral them when I'm not being a fucking crash out? Well, it's not really crashing out, it's just Black Air Force energy. When I just constantly hit them.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Okay, that's like our first power cell in this locale. So this is our first hub town of, I believe, 3. So I hear another buzz.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs. So, you want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yeah. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
Who else is running?
All right! You found all the scout flies in this area.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Man, his heavy breathing can be a bit uncomfortable to listen to. I know that sounds rich coming from me, a guy who is kind of gulping and sighing and doing all of this stuff on some shitty earbuds. Feels like I'm playing with a guy who has sleep apnea.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfrey. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
How much cushion would it take for something of that weight falling down that high to be alright? Yeah, that double jump is still incredibly awkward, but we can't go through there yet. So let me go for a vantage point so I can see where this big ass egg is at. So nothing around there.
Yeah, bring in the cops for it.
It is kind of refreshing having like 2 attack buttons and not just being like a basic light attack, heavy attack thing.
Alright! More orbs!
The base here kind of has some Mitsuda magic. Yeah, this game does feel like it's set in the type of fantasy world perfect for like a JRPG.
Kick some big bird butt!
Although there's probably a reason for that. This game is likely influenced by a lot of other properties at a time, not just, you know, Eastern and Western, but they're probably putting in work trying to create an interesting setting. With just enough flavor to like build an entire IP on. I do like that sound effect.
Punch those poles up from below.
So there's a feature to get Daxter to stop yapping about what it is that you need to do. But I kind of like his commentary just because it gives like flavor to the game. Even if I might not be like so willing to have things explained to me. Feels like things become bland without Daxter. Using that as part of an attack is incredibly satisfying. But you might start seeing future great replays on this channel, depending on if another game I played as a PlayStation 2 classic.
Seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
Like, what are some other games that are PlayStation 2 classics that I've ran through? Trying to think. There's actually not that much because I played a lot of these before I became a streamer. Little badass motherfucker. I know they had some influence with like the movie Friday when it comes to the knockout moments.
They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Is it really an avalanche? It's not snow. I kind of felt bad for doing that to him.
Quick! We have to get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again!
Are you near the egg yet? That's it. Just a little further.
I do plan on playing not Jak and Daxter, Dark Cloud to start off my 2025 streams.
Are you near the egg yet? That's it. Just a little further. Come on, push the egg off the cliff. Oh, here, birdie, birdie. Here, birdie, birdie. Good job. Now meet me down here by the egg. Oh, my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
Oh no! No, 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 no!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys, I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
I sure am hungry right now. I could use like some really crappy processed food. I was on Indeed and looking at like restaurants and jobs in like the town my father lives in. Thank you, man.
Well, I see that you two have finally decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
That actually works. I like how the stage kind of acts like a boomer. Whereas asshole-ish nature is befitting of a rock star, I don't give a fuck dude who became an old man. Like, this is a game from over 20 years ago, so that's clearly not the intention, but that's just what I glean out of him. Anything I want to do around here? Well, for starters, I'm starving like crazy right now. I like that kind of jovial sound effect when you get hit from more than full health. He kind of has like that old man coach attitude where he's just like weird dude with an unusually attractive daughter. But he's not a bald-headed guy. That's usually the stereotype in bald-headed coaches. Bald men in general just produce like the prettiest daughters. Don't know why. I didn't make the rules. Hell, I don't even enforce them. I just describe them.
Yeah, so we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Okay, so whatever's over there, I'm not meant to explore it. Oh, you know, I'm probably meant to come back here at another time. I realize that now. I almost got my first defeat at the hands of that shark. I wonder if one of these, like, sequels will eventually have you kill those sharks. Just like a big fuck you moment. Yeah, I'm supposed to return here. I'm starting to make the connection. So the currency I have now, I could really go and make a killing. But I want to focus on something a little divergent. So there's trophies, specifically 7 trophies that have nothing to do with collection or story progress. And I want to focus on that briefly. There's one that I know that's around here. And this is an area I have to get to if I want to activate some of those restricted nodes. These things are so phallic, I hate them. Almost got caught with that shit. Do like the atmosphere of this track. So this area right here has a lot of different things to check out.
machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
All right.
Those tower doohickeys scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with them.
Jak is kind of like this punkish
We need to charge you up with that blue stuff to get this
jock dude. But Daxter is refreshingly goofy. Even him saying some shit like, yo, let's redirect the beam and do all this like techno babble shit. It's silly as hell. Let's not mess with this stuff yet, actually. Yeah, throw it back for me. And do that kick in the air. He did the Tim Walls. Remember when Tim Walls did that like high kick for no fucking reason? That shit had me dead. I do like the melodic percussions here, but Stone walls is my favorite. Alright. If you think my commentary is slowing down, it's because my brain is doing all this like complex stuff to take its brain away from, to take my mind away from the fact that I'm starving like crazy.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
So this is one of the things I need to do. Okay, so that's one of the 7 trophies I can get that has nothing to do with collection. It feels like I'm wearing socks right now, but I'm actually barefoot. So weird. You know, so much of this setting reminds me of Spira. It's been aligned. Alright, that was my first death. This game's pretty chill with its checkpoint system. Okay, well that's stuff number 2. I'm not gonna keep count, but let me see. Fake you out. Okay. Okay, easy enough. Even drops a little bit of currency. Pretty rad. Collect the eco beams. Free 7 scout flies. Let me check the trophy list. Is that the way back to town?
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge? There are 2 types of good fish to catch. 1-pound fishies and 5-pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch. Here comes a big one. comes a big one. Hold steady. You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
One thing I've always noticed about like fishing is that you catch big hauls on a successful fish day. Like I can see why overfishing is a big problem. So how do I get there? Okay, pretty cool so far. So there's 4 more left for me to collect, and then I have to make my way over to the next locale. I'm one hit away from death. We did get to see like a cool like death animation though. That's something I'm a little pleased on. Got one over on me.
Line up the beam by pointing it at the next tower. Hey, we can follow the beam to find the next tower.
Yes, we can. Nice that we have like a stinger attack, and then it's like AoE.
Let's go to the next tower and reconnect the beam there.
This game's trying to catch you slipping. Not gonna let you catch me slipping.
We should go tell that windbag of a mayor that he owes us big time for connecting the village energy beam.
I'll agree with you, but maybe not in that tone.
Good. You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells, and hurry! My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
I'm not gonna hurry. We got another thing to get through.
Fish breath speedboat at the dock.
concussed.
I see you two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. Hey, you have the precursor orbs that we agreed on? I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
So where's the mayor? He's in this slightly bigger house.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. The entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
Well, that's a job well done, but let's try to get to the next locale. I feel like the pacing of this playthrough is probably going to be way different from my 2022 one. It's going to be faster in parts and slower in parts.
Let's use the cannon to blow the...
I don't like the new trophy symbols.
Get some! Get some!
So let's see if we can find the 5 I haven't collected yet. Not that it's a big deal that I haven't collected it. Like, this isn't like my previous playthrough where I was really combing through for every precursor orb. That's not so necessary for this trophy list. $150, okay, so I'm glad that there's no like speed run trophy.
Hurry up with those power cells. I'm waiting at the head of Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
Quit yanking my chain, man. I'll get to it when I have everything I need. Remember, my goal is the platinum trophy.
This place gives me the creeps. And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz. Hey, I see the sculptor's muse.
Oh, you went a different direction, I thought. Well, first let me clear this place of adversaries. That muse is kind of cute, though. Jak has like a sense of like attitude towards him that I dig.
Because I don't think we'll make it back. Knock over those bones!
Yeah, my double jump got canceled out. That is a thing you'll have to worry about while playing this game. Sometimes you'll try to do a double jump and shit won't work. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Fuck, okay. I like the enemy variety in this game. Like, what you do with each one is different. What the fuck, man? Okay. Let me try to... What the f... This thing really doesn't want to double jump sometimes, but... That's okay. Let's get you out the way. Oh! Little basic physics. So here's a solution. Let me act like I don't know what's happening. Okay, I think I cleared the way. There you go. So this is one of those locales where you learn to become less reliant on the double jumps because they're not reliable. I'm taking 5 with that.
Watch your back! We remember what happened the last time we were here. It's an ambush, Jak! It's an ambush! Red Eco makes your attack stronger. Gives me the willies. Let's keep you out of the ooze, okay?
Alright, let's bait it out. I guess we're gonna have to work on that later. Where the fuck am I? Okay. So ghetto. Ooh, I got health. That's nice. Well, let me abstain from that for now. Oof. Okay.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
Oh wow, that actually goes wider than I thought. I bet his knees took a beating from that. Okay, let's see. Still quite a bit of collecting I have to do, but oh, I can't forget about that. Let me go on the ride.
Let's plow into those balloon lurkers and shred them!
Okay, so I need to get you flipped over. Nice little jump scare. But yeah, they couldn't have it like fall into the water. That's why they made it like do that cinematic. Would it even fall into? Well, there's so many variables. It could fall into like a spot where it'd be impossible to reach it. They didn't want to have any of that shit going on. Okay, return, destroy the balloon lurkers. So there's more that I have to beat. Okay. Let me line this up correctly. There you go. Yeah, let me prioritize something else. Let's prioritize taking your ass out the equation. Oh. Get him gone. Gook. Okay.
Good! You stopped all the mind-dropping lurkers. They've been threatening the waters around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the transpad and I'll teleport it back.
Hold up. There you go. Again, I don't need to do the old, like, collect all the precursor orbs stuff. So I can just make my way back. Let me double and triple check just in case it's not somewhere like this. There are a couple places where the remaining precursor orbs can be, but again, this time around I'm not interested in collecting all of them because all I need is enough for all the power cells, and I think I'm pretty much set in that regard. Oh fuck, I really gotta pee. So yeah, tomorrow I'm not gonna be, well, overmorrow I'm not gonna be playing this game. The overmorrow I'll be playing Saga, or Final Fantasy Legend 2, I should say. Let me pee, I'm gonna mute the mic. Be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best.
The goatee kind of ruins its cuteness factor.
Now that I have my inspiration back.
The oracle. Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
It is interesting that
for your gift, another power cell.
Jack being this like chosen one is something that doesn't really come into play in this game, so you already know that there's supposed to be a sequel.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Well, let's check my trophies list. I already have a gold on this game. Precursor Basin. Collect 25 cooling balloons in lava tube without dying. Lost Precursor City. 15 barrels in Rock Village.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Hit those balloons to cool off! There's skunk flies out here, too! Woo! See if we can catch air off those lurkers!
I don't mind dying a couple of times, but I do want to get every... Firefly. Okay, so there's like another... Oh, I think it's like a get to the end of the area kind of thing. So I can just kind of lock in because there's only one more left for me to get and it's kind of like right there. So I'm just going to turn my brain off. Alright, easy.
We made it!
I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders! Oh, and it looks like the Blue Sage is working on a levitation machine to move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
We'd better take a look at his notes. Jack, go check on the villagers. Then come back and give us an update. And take the furball with you.
I could still speak to everybody else, get some insight. Hello. I'll go check. Alright, I think that should be almost everything. Let me check one more time though. Alright, let's see.
Until we find out why the blue sage disappeared, you're going to need to collect 45 power cells to fuel his machine. Go get them.
Precursor basin. Okay, let me go get that other trophy.
You two look like a couple of capable fellows. I've got a research project going, and maybe you could help me out.
Hey, we're the ones on a big quest here. We asked you for help.
Well, perhaps we can help each other. I've been studying the burrowing habits of lightning moles in the precursor basin next to our village for years. But now those awful lurkers have scared the moles to the surface. And since they're blind as bats, they can't find their way back underground. If you could herd them back into their burrowing tunnels, you might just save their lives. I've got a power cell that says you can do it.
Yeah, lightning moles. We can. Maybe for 2 power cells.
Nice try. But I would be willing to part with another power cell if you two find me 90 precursor orbs for my research equipment. Fair enough? Oh, you have the orbs. Here's a power cell we agreed upon.
Vital organs. Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakkow steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? 'Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton boulder, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again. So, our sage, a master of blue eco, and a mechanical genius, devised a machine capable of lifting the boulder out of the way. But alas, he disappeared before we had a chance to turn it on. And he took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here to do me harm.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back and stuff.
Oh, sure. And seal my doom? All right. Fine. Bring me 90 precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again. Wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
He's crying off an ass whooping. What a bitch. It's the shark got my ass that time. Okay. I'm really not digging the fact that I'm gonna have to backtrack, but I checked and yes, I do have to backtrack indeed. So this time, the shark has a different role. He's not just there to make sure you don't break past the loading zone or vicinity of the location, but he also exists to whoop your ass if you so much as get into the water. It's a little bit of clunk to this game, but it's nothing too serious. But yeah, in this location, you're going to want a lot of precursor orbs, as you can see. So, we gotta go through Geyser Rock. So this is the only like loads section in the game besides booting it up. It's kind of the heart and soul of this game. Well, actually, first things first, let me break 15 barrels here. So the trophy for breaking 15 barrels in this location. And I just got it, so... To the Forbidden Temple... See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that did it. Do I have double digits worth of trophies? I have 9.
Did you herd those lightning moles back underground? You should hurry. The direct sunlight isn't good for them. Interesting.
I'm gonna need a little bit more juice than that.
Good luck, boys.
Oh, that's nice. She has like little quotes. So I think that'll do for today. I don't know when I'll resume with this. It'll probably be a very long time until I come back to hitting the sticks with this. On the overmorrow, I'll play Final Fantasy Legend, and on Monday, I'll play Dragon Quest. Likely going into Tuesday, and then Thursday of next week, I'll go back to Final Fantasy Legend 2. It's not the most intuitive thing, but yeah, it is going to be quite a bit until I'm hitting the sticks on Jak and Daxter again. Which is no big deal, because this is not a particularly long game. This is more of a palate cleanser. And this was a nice excuse for me to try this out again. It's not often that you get a completely new trophy set for a throwback that you enjoy playing, but this is a game that has 6 platinums. If you go back to the PS3 HD remaster, the old PS4 HD thing, the Vita, and now 4 and 5 with this new emulation thing. So that's about it. This has been your boy Miss Wonka 7. Thank you guys for watching. Next Anime Day.